Hello guys, after the filler episode, this one is a real highlight. It kept me fully engaged from start to finish. I didn't even notice the time until the end screen appeared. The episode begins at a slower pace with Nolan explaining to Mark why his help is needed to take on the Viltrumite Empire. After a long discussion, Mark finally decides to join the coalition forces. With that goal achieved, Alan sets out to recruit another powerful ally, Tech Jacket, also known as Zoe, who was recommended by Thaedus. In the original comics, Tech Jacket is a male known as Zack, but here they have changed the sex. Interestingly, Zoe also turns out to be younger, around Oliver's age, but equipped with highly advanced suit that gives her regenerative abilities. She is also monitored by her father from space as she is fighting a villain in this episode. And after Alan's request, both Zoe and her father agree to let her join the coalition. Meanwhile, Nolan still has unfinished business on Earth. He tries to make amends with Davy and Art, and as expected, things don't go well with Davy, as she clearly states that she hasn't forgiven him, which deeply affects Nolan. However, his interaction with Art is a little bit positive as they share a moment of understanding, sharing their beer. Back at Debbie's house, Oliver learns that Mark is leaving and becomes upset, especially since Nolan didn't meet him. This leads Oliver to decide that he also wants to join Mark to fight against the Viltrumite. After a brief family discussion, Davy and Mark accept his decision. At the same time, Eve chooses not to tell Mark about her pregnancy, fearing it might affect his focus or decision. The episode also gives us a touching family moment with everyone sharing dinner together. The Grayson family, excluding Omni-Man, and including Eve and Paul. Soon after, Mark and Oliver say their goodbyes and head towards the ship commanded by Talia. Nolan is surprised and not entirely pleased to see Oliver there. Tension between them is evident, and Oliver's resentment toward Nolan adds to the emotional weight. As Alan points out, Nolan seems more withdrawn since returning from Earth. Obviously, the journey initially appears smooth, but things quickly change when their ship is intercepted by the Viltrumites. Talia and most of the crew manage to escape while Mark, Alan, and Tech Jacket stay behind to protect Nolan and Oliver, who are affected by the attack. They soon realize that they are facing a small group of Viltrumites led by Conquest. This comes as a shock to Mark, who believed Conquest was already defeated in the past. And I think we are waiting for what will happen to Cecile when Mark returns to Earth. A major confrontation follows with Grayson family facing Conquest, while Alan and Jack try to hold off the others. The conflict eventually shifts to another planet, where Conquest targets Oliver and Mark arrives just in time to confront him. The sequence is so intense and emotional charged, making it one of the most memorable parts of the episode. Actually, it's a memorable part of this season. Mark ultimately manages to overcome Conquest, but not without serious consequences to himself. Meanwhile, Alan and Tech Jacket manage to stay hidden from the remaining Viltrumites by using the technology of Tech Jacket, and they use it in their Viltrumite ship. And it will be interesting to see how they manage to escape without being detected by the Viltrumites. Overall, this episode delivers strong action, emotional depth, and major developments definitely one to remember.